Hey YouTube, it's your girl V the Notary. I hope you guys are doing wonderful today. So we're going to get into some loan signing stuff today, you guys. We're talking about refinances and buyers loan signings. Okay, so let me first tell you why I want to talk to you guys about these particular types of signings. So in case you're a new notary or you're not aware, a buyer's package is just what it says. It is a closing of a real estate transaction where the signer is buying a home or a condo or a co-op or whatever, right? And then a refinance is same thing. A refinance is a transaction where you're closing on it, and the individual who is signing or coming to the table to sign is the person who is refinancing the loan terms specifically to get a lower interest rate on an existing home. Okay, that could be an investment property, that might be a property that they currently occupy as the owner. So those are the type of signings I want to talk about today. More specifically, I want to tell you guys how to make sure that you are negotiating your fees properly for those two types of signings. And it is because, as of lately, y'all, I have been doing those two primary types of signings most frequently. And it's interesting because those are the two that I hate to do the most. And it is because those packages take the longest, okay? They take the longest once you get at the table with the signing, and then they also take the longest to prepare. Those packages, 9 times out of 10, are going to be at least, and this is like the low end of it, 125 pages all the way up to 250 pages, 200 pages sometimes, okay? So normally in like the 150 to 175 page range. That means you're printing a copy that is going to be the official copy, which is the copy that is going to be turned over to the title company, in addition to a copy for every signer. If it's one signer or one person who's, buying the home, you're going to print out one extra package. If it is a couple where, however you identify, if it's a couple and they are closing on the home together, you're going to print out two copies. And I'm not talking about the actual official copy. So it's lengthy. You have to use lots of paper. You're using lots of ink. And it's just, I mean, they're necessary, right? Because you got to buy homes, you got to refinance them. They need to be closed on. But if you don't do the right thing and you don't negotiate your fees, and I'm saying this is so important, I'm going to continue to drive this point home. If you don't negotiate your fees properly, you guys, the juice is not going to be worth the squeeze, okay? And what do I mean by that? I mean, you're doing all of this manual stuff and you're not being compensated appropriately for it. I don't care what anybody says, $70 is not appropriate for either type of package. It's not. It's not appropriate for the materials you're using on your own, the time that it takes to actually put the package together. It's just not worth it. Then you have to go to the buyer's house. You're sitting there, sometimes you get lucky and you get a buyer who quickly signs things. The other times you might have a buyer who wants to read everything, okay? So me personally, I do not do refinance packages or buyer's packages less than $140. I'm not doing it. I'm absolutely not doing it. It's not worth it to me. And I'm thinking about going up on that number because, like I said, at the last couple of weeks, I've been doing more of them. And they've been good. Like, they have been really, really good. But again, if I'm going to be doing more, which we will, all of us will, if you're a loan signing agent, obviously we've already had an interest rate cut, so interest rates are going down. We're going to have another one at the top of 2025. More people are going out and buying homes. More people are refinancing because, we know to end of 2022 and 2023 and this year, interest rates have skyrocketed. People want lower rates. So I get it. But that doesn't mean that you have to take a lower rate in your fee. It does not mean that. So we all have to stay firm on demanding more money. We just really, really do it. There's no other way to sugarcoat this. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to increase our fees if we all kind of don't work together on this. So yeah, so I just wanted to just kind of come and tell you to be prepared. They're coming. But this is good. Like, I'm excited about the market. There's movement coming down the pike in the market. People are feeling a little more confident about being able to afford their monthly mortgages. There are tons of new home buyer programs. I've been looking in different cities, you know what I mean? So make sure you guys take advantage of that. If you are looking to be a homeowner, hopefully you are. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you are setting your fees appropriately. And let me give you one word of advice or one best practice that I now do for specifically for my refinances and my buyers packages. So what I have been doing, and it has been working, is I've been reaching out to the title companies and asking them to make sure that the signer has a copy of the package before I get there electronically. Why do I do that? Because it cuts down on the time that I have to be at that table. Okay. It allows for the client to look over the documents before I get there. Now, I still, let me say this, just because the title company sends the client an electronic copy of the documents that they're going to sign, that does not mean or alleviate you from bringing a physical copy for them. You should still do that. However, it does cut down on them wanting to read every single thing because they've already looked stuff over. It works. If you want to do a refinance where it's anywhere from 30 minutes to 45 minutes versus an hour and a half, I suggest to you to ask very politely the title company to send the client an electronic copy of everything that we're signing. They're not required to do it, but most do. I haven't had anybody that has any title company that said no. Most do. And I just preface it, I just want to ensure that the client is aware and has, just visibility of what they're going to sign before they get there, familiarize themselves with it. That way, if there are any type of errors or the numbers don't look right, they can let you know and you guys can correct it before I get there. Because it's nothing worse than getting there and there's a number and the client's like, well, this number's not right. Then you guys got to you got to come back or fix it, all of that. So I definitely recommend you guys ask the title companies to make sure your clients have a courtesy copy so that they can review things before you get there. Okay. So the buyer's packages are coming. The refinance packages are coming. The other ones are still coming too. But let's make sure that we hold these signing services accountable for appropriately paying you. Okay. When you're working directly with the title companies, I don't have an issue with that. They pay well. They pay on time. I haven't had any issue working with them. It's the signing services that you have to work with, okay? If you are brand new, I'm not suggesting you set your fee as high as me, but I do recommend that you, after you get your feet wet a little bit, that you reevaluate that and increase your fees, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what kind of signings you guys are doing. Again, most of the offers that I'm getting specifically from Signing Order, which is where I get most of my signing service offers. Most of them are refinance with some, some buyers in there. Still a little bit of seller, but it's a lot of refinances coming through, and rightfully so, because people want to lower their interest rates. So yeah, I just wanted to make you guys aware and just put some overall awareness out there for you guys. And again, make sure that you guys request that the title company sends your client a preliminary copy of the package so that not only can they know what they're signing, but if there are any errors, they can be corrected before you get to the signing table. Okay. All right, you guys. As always, please like, subscribe, and share, and let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.